The idea for Music Patron really came from my knowledge of what the internet is doing in intermediating so many areas and knowledge of the history of music. Much of the great music of the past was sponsored by patronage. Normally it was very rich patrons who used to sponsor composers, and that was a major part of their income, and that's what allowed them to get on and compose. So there really hasn't been a way to connect patrons and composers as they were in the past. And of course, the great thing of the internet, it allows a large number of patrons to connect with a composer, which means that you don't have to have super rich people as in the past. I think with all art forms, supporting the creation of new art is terribly important, and that's what keeps all these areas alive for the future. That's the aspect that I'm particularly interested in, is how can you support composers to create new music by giving them more resources and an income that allows them to have the time to create the music. The way I think Music Patron can change the status quo is by creating relationships between prospective patrons and the composers that they might support in a way that hasn't been possible to date. And I think it's when you have a direct relationship that will allow the patron will feel more involved in the creative process, and that will be rewarding from a patron's point of view. It's combining the power of the internet to collect smaller amounts from hopefully a large number of people, when put together, add up to a meaningful income for the composer.